Assalamualaikum, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Anjisha Mama and I'm a foundation administrator at School of Brighten, Islamabad. And today I'm doing my 7th ChatGPT and my topic is good morning. So let's start it. Good morning. ChatGPT, can you listen to me?
Good morning. I'm glad to be here with you. So you're working on a project about good morning, right? What kind of direction or details are you looking for? Like a historical background, cultural aspects, or maybe just some creative ideas?
Okay, ChatGPT, I have some questions for you. Ma- Can we start?
Absolutely. Are you looking for discussion questions on the meaning of a good morning greeting, or maybe questions to engage an audience on why we use it or how it impacts our mood? Let me know the vibe you're aiming for.
Can we start?
Of course. Take your time. Once you have a sense of what kind of questions you want, maybe something reflective or maybe conversational, just let me know and I'll help you build a nice set.
Okay, my first question is this. What does good morning mean?
That's a great starting point. You could ask things like, what emotions does a simple good morning evoke for you? Or how does a morning greeting set the tone for your day? Or even in different cultures, how does a morning greeting differ and what does it mean? If you'd like, I can list a bunch more like that.
Why do people say good morning?
Sure. Let me give you a few in Roman Urdu. For example, आपके लिए एक good morning का मतलब क्या है? और आपके दिन की शुरुआत पर एक good morning का असर कैसा होता है? और क्या आप सोचते हैं कि good morning कहने से लोगों का मूड बेहतर हो सकता है? These can spark some thoughtful discussions.
तो ChatGPT हमारा अगला क्वेश्चन आपसे ये है When should we say good morning?
हाँ, बिल्कुल। तो हम यही से शुरू करते हैं। आप पूछ सकती हैं कि एक साधारण गुड मॉर्निंग कहना हमारे दिन पर क्या असर डालता है या अलग-अलग लोगों के लिए इसका मतलब अलग कैसे हो सकता है? अगर आपको और सवाल चाहिए या किसी और तरह का विषय चाहिए तो ज़रूर बताएं।
तो ChatGPT मेरा आपसे अगला सवाल ये है What is the history of good morning?
Of course. So, a good morning is really more than just a simple phrase. It's a universal gesture that often sets the tone for the day. I think we can explore how different cultures use morning greetings, how they impact our mood, and even how psychologically a positive morning exchange can boost motivation. What do you think about that direction?
Okay, that's good. How did the greeting begin?
That's a really interesting point. The greeting good morning actually has deep historical roots. Many cultures have had morning rituals, often tied to light, positivity, or spiritual practices. For instance, in ancient Rome, people greeted each other with salve in the morning. In Japan, a morning bow or greeting like Ohayo gozaimasu is common. So we can really see how a simple good morning evolved from both practical and symbolic beginnings.
What makes good morning a polite greeting?
Absolutely. So, politeness is really at the heart of the morning greeting. When we say good morning, it's not just a custom, it's a way of showing respect and care.
Why
It
do
softens
different
interactions,
cultures
especially in
have
professional
more?
or family settings. And interestingly, research shows that starting the day with a polite greeting, of course, let's keep building on that. So, when we think about how a polite greeting like good morning changes people, exactly. And by setting that positive tone early, we often build stronger connections throughout the day. It's like a small ritual that reinforces kindness and opens up space for better communication. So even though it's brief, a simple good morning can be a very intentional act of care.
Okay. Our next question is this. Why do different cultures have morning greeting?
That's a great point. Different cultures have really unique morning greetings. For example, in Arabic, people say sabah al khair, which means good morning. In Japan, as I mentioned, ohayo gozaimasu is a common greeting. In Hindi, we say suprabhat. And in many Scandinavian countries, simple good morning or even a cheerful hey or god morgen can set a warm start. So each culture adds its own flavor to the morning exchange.
Okay. So our next question is this.
Of
How do
course.
you
So we
say
can
good morning in Urdu?
Yes, absolutely. In Urdu, we say suprabhat for a morning greeting. It's a polite and traditional way to wish good morning. And in more casual settings, people also just say good morning in English as well, especially in urban areas.
How do you say good morning in Arabic?
In Arabic, you say sabah al khair to wish someone a good morning. And if you want to respond, you can say sabah al nur, which means morning of light.
जी तो हमारा अगला सवाल ये है How
हाँ,
do you say
सही बात है.
good morning in French?
In French, you say bonjour to greet someone in the morning. It's a very common and polite way to say good morning, and it works throughout the day as a general greeting as well.
How do you say good morning in Spanish?
In Spanish, you say buenos dias to wish someone a good morning. It's a warm and widely used greeting in Spanish speaking countries.
How do you say good morning in Japanese?
In Japanese, you say ohayo gozaimasu to wish someone a good morning. It's a polite and common greeting used in the mornings.
Okay, so our next question is this: how do you greet your parents in the morning?
That's a really nice question. In many families, we greet parents with a warm, respectful phrase like good morning, mom, or good morning, dad. Sometimes in some cultures, it might be a slight bow or a touch of the hand to the heart, showing gratitude and affection. So the way you greet them can really depend on your household and culture.
Okay, how do you greet your teacher? How do you greet your teacher?
Yes, definitely. If you'd like, I can expand on that. For example, some people might say a simple good morning, how are you to show care. In other families, especially more traditional settings, the morning greeting might be paired with a cup of tea or a small gesture of kindness. It all depends on how your family connects in the morning.
जी तो हमारा अगला सवाल ये है हाउ डू यू
हाँ,
ग्रीट योर
बिल्कुल।
फ्रेंड्स
ठीक है, मैं जवाब छोटा कर देती हूँ। आपका अगला सवाल पूछने के लिए तैयार हूँ और अगर आपको किसी और चीज़ पर बात करनी हो तो बस बताएं।
हाउ डू यू ग्रीट योर फ्रेंड
That's a great question. Typically, I greet my friends or siblings with a smile and a casual good morning, sometimes with a wave. It keeps things light and friendly, but still warm and respectful.
ओके कैन greetings reduce stress
Exactly. So it really depends on your comfort level in the relationship. Whether it's formal or casual, a simple, kind greeting really sets a positive tone for the day.
what emotion can a greeting express
Exactly. A greeting is really a way of expressing care, respect, and connection, all in just a few words. So even a simple good morning can be a small, powerful act of kindness and positivity.
should we greet people every morning
I think so. Even if it's just a small gesture, greeting people every day creates a sense of community and friendliness. It might seem simple, but it really can brighten someone's day and make them feel seen.
what is the best way to say good morning
That's a great point. There are so many ways. You can say it with a smile, a wave, maybe a little nod. You could even add something like, I hope you have a great day, just to personalize it.
okay so our next question is this can children learn greetings at school
Absolutely. In fact, teaching children to greet others is one of the first social skills they pick up. Simple greetings help them build confidence, practice politeness, and understand social cues. So it's a really valuable skill.
okay our next question is this why is eye contact important while greeting
That's a really good question. Eye contact during a greeting shows that you're present, engaged, and respectful. It builds trust, signals sincerity, and often makes the other person feel heard and valued.
why body language show respect
Exactly. So by making eye contact, you're really strengthening that connection. It's a nonverbal way of showing that you care and that you're fully attentive, which makes the whole greeting feel more meaningful.
why do parents teach greeting
Yes, definitely. And what's nice is that each greeting, even if it's just a small word or gesture, is a chance to build a positive connection, set a good tone, and make everyday interactions just a bit warmer.
is greeting part of good manners how do teachers use greetings in the classroom
That's a great question. Teachers often use greetings at the beginning of class to create a welcoming environment. They might say, Good morning, class, or ask how students are doing, which helps set a positive, engaged tone for the lesson.
what happens if we stop greeting each other
That's an interesting thought. If we stopped greeting each other, we might lose that sense of connection and warmth. It could make interactions feel more distant or impersonal, so those small daily greetings really help keep us grounded in a sense of
why
community.
is kindness important in greetings why is kindness important in greeting
Yes, exactly. Greeting is important because it builds trust, shows respect, and creates a positive atmosphere. Even a small greeting can make someone feel valued and seen.
okay how do greetings differ in formal
Exactly.
and informal situation.
Yes, that's really important. In informal settings, greetings can be super casual, like a simple hey or morning. In formal situations, though, a polite good morning or adding a title like sir or ma'am really shows respect and care.
Okay, so our next question is this: why is greeting
Yes,
visitor important?
that's a great question. Greetings act as a small bridge between people. They help break the ice, create a sense of belonging, and set a positive tone. So even though they seem small, they can really impact how interactions unfold.
Okay, what can we learn from different greeting traditions?
Absolutely. Different greetings reflect cultural values, respect, and social norms. By learning them, we get a glimpse into different traditions, how communities connect, and the importance of small, respectful gestures in everyday life.
Is greeting someone a sign of good manners?
Yes, absolutely. When you greet someone, especially in a warm, genuine way, it's often seen as a sign of good manners. It shows that you're paying attention, that you care, and it really sets a positive and respectful tone for your interaction.
Okay, why do business greet customers warmly?
Exactly. In fact, a warm greeting can really set the stage for a positive customer experience. When a customer feels welcomed right away, it builds trust, makes them feel valued, and often makes them more open and comfortable.
Okay, how do greeting affect first impression?
Exactly. A greeting is often that first impression, and it can really shape how someone perceives the interaction. So, being warm and genuine right at the start can make all the difference.
So viewers, this is my meeting. Hope so you like this video. Pakistan
I
Zindabad. Khuda Hafiz.